Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about Jack Frost 2.
Hey, how's it going, Sam?
So if you have been following along with my horror mass Christmas week, you know that I already did review the first one, which I will link below. So I decided I wanted to watch the second one. I watched them both on Amazon Prime, and I really just wanted to watch this one. So I was actually really excited to do this one. A lot of what I've stumbled upon as far as horror Christmas movies are all like the killer dressed up as Santa, so I got kind of sick of those. So I wanted to do Jack Frost 2. So just in case you don't know what the first one is about, I'll go ahead and give a little summary. It's basically about a killer named Jack Frost who his transport truck on the way to his execution collides with that of a government chemical truck, and he ends up getting melted into the snow and becomes a killer mutant snowman. And the second one takes place 1 year after, and it follows Sheriff Sam as he is still kind of dealing with what happened last Christmas. He's kind of trying to see a psychiatrist, but really only him and the people in his small town know what happened, and this psychiatrist doesn't believe him, of course. And so he's really kind of just on his own dealing with it, as it seems like, you know, everyone around him has kind of gotten over it. They all, you know, are like, Jack's dead, and Sam just, he has a bad feeling that things are not quite over with yet. And in an attempt to kind of get him past this, his wife decides that it would be a good idea for them to kind of go on a vacation. They joined two of their friends who are getting married in the Bahamas, but unfortunately for them, Sam is correct and things with Jack are not quite over yet. There is a group of scientists who basically in some sort of way bribe one of the groundskeepers where Jack was buried to tell them where he's at, and they bring up the antifreeze which Jack has been set in for the past year, and they try a bunch of the different chemical experiments on his sort of remains to, I guess, try and bring him back. Don't really know why they want to do that. They don't really get into that, and nothing that they're doing really works until a clumsy janitor bumps a coffee cup into the chemical, and somehow that works and Jack manages to escape. He then follows Sam all the way to the Bahamas in a liquidy form, and you definitely find out how he's able to do that, which we will of course get into. And Sam has this feeling the entire time that Jack is still out there somewhere, that he's not completely dead, and that he's somehow followed him to this island. And I will say, the first half of this film I felt was actually pretty good. I definitely think that the kind of first bit definitely matched up with the first film, had that same sense of just weird goofiness that was still managed to be very funny and entertaining. At least in my opinion, I really liked the first one. And that's not to say that I did not like the second one. I did still really enjoy it, of course, but I will say that once you get to probably about halfway through this film, it starts getting a little too much. You find out that Jack and Sam are connected because in the first one, when Jack is killed, Sam pushes him out a window into a truck full of antifreeze, and Sam is injured at this point, so their blood mixes together, and through that is how Jack is able to kind of follow Sam and know where he's at, and that is how they are connected, and Sam is able to tell that Jack is still alive. And I honestly didn't have much of an issue with that. That I kind of actually really loved. It's very horror-esque. It's something that I feel like would definitely be done in like a regular horror sci-fi movie. So I did enjoy that aspect. I think that that was actually really smart. What I kind of ended up having a bit of an issue with is you have this bit of a Gremlins moment, where not only do you just have Jack, but you also have these little tiny snowballs that have kind of broken off from him and have developed on their own. They're almost like Jack's little children, and they just kind of start wreaking havoc and killing people, and that it was a little bit much, but the snowballs were still kind of okay. It's when they introduce how to actually kill them and of course Jack, because the antifreeze no longer works. Whatever chemical tests were done on him, it just eliminated antifreeze as an option. They already tried it. What they end up discovering is the way to kill them is through bananas. So it turns out that Sam has an allergy to bananas, and while trying to... So Sam ends up basically having a breakdown, which you really can't blame him for. I mean, he's still been suffering through this for the past year, so he kind of just breaks down once he realizes that the antifreeze no longer works, and they don't know how to kill Jack, so he's just basically become useless, and at this point, his wife steps up to be an awesome badass, which I did really like, but she discovers, through kind of just trying to throw different drinks at the little snowballs, and one of the drinks she throws has banana in it, and she's like, oh, Sam's allergy to banana, that's probably what did it. And so that is how they discover how to kill Jack, is through the use of Sam's allergy to banana. And that is where it gets a little bit kind of crazy. I mean, granted, these films are just over the top and ridiculous in general, but that for me even was just like, really? Bananas is how we're gonna solve this? And kill Jack? But that's exactly what happens. They end up fighting and winning through the use of banana. There's definitely like so many goofy aspects to this in both good and bad ways. They have the return of the FBI agent, who is actually played by a different actor, and the way that they end up excusing that is by by having him say that he had to have like 15 different surgeries to fix his face from being bitten by Jack in the first film. And which is pretty hilarious, and even one of the other characters, the soon-to-be wife of the couple that is getting married, makes the joke about how he's better looking, but he's still like missing an eye, and it's like all those surgeries and you couldn't get like a glass eye, but okay. But yeah, so there's definitely just still like that funny, enjoyable stuff that if you love the first one and you haven't seen the second one, you'll still really like. But warning, it just takes like some weird, cheesy twists and moments. It does end with their leading on to a third one. And I did do some little bit of research that they were going to do a third one as Jack as like a Jackzilla. He was supposed to be like a giant snowman. It just never came about, never worked out, which is kind of a bummer. It's something that I still think I would like to see, but I don't know because I feel like CGI and effects have come so far since those first two films. I feel like a third one wouldn't have the same feel as the first two, and it may be taken too seriously. Though, granted, if you have the same cast and the same, writers and directors, it would probably be fine. So, if you've seen Jack Frost 2, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and what would you think about a third one? If you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button for more horror related content. And quick shout out to my Patreons before I go. Thank you so much for helping to contribute to the channel. If you want to know the perks to being a Patreon, links are in the description below, as well as all of my other social media. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later with another video.